Oh, good day, learners. I'm Mr. Kosa XF, and I will be taking you through the lesson of what of the solar system for natural science for your class for what? For grade 8. Okay. So when we look at the lesson objectives or things that learners should know by the end of what of these sections, learners should be able to identify the sun as the center of the solar system. Identify the sun as the center of the solar system. Name all 8 planets in order from the sun. Name all 8 planets in order from from the sun. Explain how gravity keeps the planets in in orbit. Explain how gravity keep the planets in in orbit. Describe the difference between the planets, the moons, and the celestial bodies. Describe the difference between the planets, the moon, and the celestial bodies, and show how the solar system is structured. Show how the solar system is structured. Okay. Okay. So Earth is the part is part of of a large family called the solar system. Earth is a planet that we live in, so it's part of the of the large family called the solar system. The solar system consists of consists of the sun, the planets, the moons, asteroids, and and the comets. As you can see at the picture provided here, we are having an overview of of the solar system, where we have the sun, the planets, the moons, and the asteroids, and and the comets. Okay, then the sun. The sun then with the center of of the solar system. The center of of the solar system. The sun is a medium-sized star made up of of hot gases. The sun is a medium sized star made up of of hot gases. Then it provides light and heat energy for life on on Earth. It provides light and heat energy for life and on Earth. Then its gravity, it keeps the planet orbiting around around it. It has a It has a gravity that pulls the planets toward it, and it moves and then the planets are are orbiting around it, around the sun. Then the 8 planets. The 8 planets, then we're having the first one. The first planet is Mercury. Then Mercury is the innermost of of the 8 planets. Is the first planet from the from the sun. Then we have the second one. The second one, which is Venus. Venus is the second planet from the from the sun, and is the hottest planet in our in our solar system. Okay, Venus is the hottest planet in our in our solar system. Then we have the third one, the third planet from the from the sun, which is planet Earth, the one that we live in. Okay, then planet Earth is the only planet that support life in our in our solar system, or the planets that have the capabilities to do to support life in the in the solar system. Okay, then we're having we're having the fourth the fourth planet, which is fourth planet from the from the sun, which is Mars. Okay, then Mars is a is a dusty, cold desert world with a very thin atmosphere. Okay, planet Mars is is dusty, cold desert world with the with a thin layer of the of the atmosphere. Then the fifth planet from the from the sun, we're having Jupiter. We're having Jupiter, and Jupiter is the biggest planet in our in our solar system. Jupiter is the biggest planet in our in our solar system. Okay, then we look at the at the sixth sixth planet from the from the sun, where we have Saturn. Saturn is the second large, then is the second largest planet in our in our solar system. It's the second largest planet in our solar system with with prominent ring system, made up of what? Of ice and what? And rock. Okay. We said what? Saturn is the second largest what? Is the second largest planet in our solar system with what? With prominent ring system. Made up of what? Of ice and what? And rock. Okay. Then the seventh planet we are having what? Uranus. Uranus is a what? Is an ice what? Giant. It's an ice giant what? Planet. It's an ice giant what? Planet. Okay. Then the eighth one is what? Then Neptune. Neptune is a dark, cold, and windy ice giant what? Ice giant planet, and is the final what? Is the final planet in our what? In our solar system. Okay, we said what? Neptune is a what? Is a dark, cold, and windy. Dark, cold, then we go to windy ice giant what? Planet, and is the final planet in our what? In our solar system. Okay, so this is the order that we use. This is the order that we use, starting from what? We are having Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Okay, then the innermost planet are what? We are having the four innermost planet. We are having what? Is Mercury, is what? Is Venus, is Earth, and what? And Mars. You can even see here on the diagram below or the picture below. Then we are having what? The I will say, okay, the picture illustrating how the planet looks. You can see Mercury, Venus, we have our Earth there, the water bodies, then we have Mars, then Jupiter, Saturn with the rings, Uranus, and what? Lastly, what? Neptune. Okay. Then we got other celestial what? Bodies. Other celestial bodies were having what? Were having the moons. Moons orbit what? Planets, e.g. the SS moons. Okay, the moons orbit what? Planets. Then we're having what? Dwarf planets. Dwarf planets are smaller bodies like what? Like Pluto. Dwarf planets are smaller bodies like what? Like Pluto. Then we're having what? The asteroids. Asteroids then are rocky bodies between what? Planet Mars and what? And Jupiter. Asteroids are what? Are rocky bodies between planet Mars and what? And Jupiter. Then we're having what? The comets. Comets are ice bodies with glowing what? Tails near the what? Near the sun. Okay. Comets are ice bodies with what? With glowing tails near the what? Near the sun. Then we have the what? The meteoroids. The meteoroids then are small rocks that create what? Shooting stars. Then you can even see the diagram showing here the comets, the asteroids, and the what? And other celestial what? Bodies. Okay. Then the gravity and what? And orbit. Gravity is an invisible force that keep planets in what? In an orbit. Okay. Gravity is an invisible what? Force that keeps what? The planets in what? In orbit. Then the sun's gravity pulls the planets towards it. The sun's gravity pulls the planets towards it. Then the planets move in an oval shaped path called the what? The orbit. Okay, they are moving in an oval shaped called the what? An orbit. Okay, they are busy orbiting around the what? Around the sun due to its what? Due to its gravitational what? Pull. So and then we look at what? Here we are having a what? A group activity. A group activity then is a what? Is a planet order what? Challenge. Okay. Arrange cards with what? With planet names in what? In correct order. And one should what? Share one fun fact about your what? Your assigned what? Planet. Okay. Share one fun fact about your what? Your assigned planet. Okay, you arrange the cards with what, with planet names in the what, in the correct order, and what, and share one fun fact about your assigned what, assigned planet. Okay, then you are having a mini quiz. Just write to this date. Then one, what is the center of the what, of the solar system? What is the center of the solar system? Two, name four inner planets. Name four inner planets. Then three, what keeps the planets in what? In orbit. What keeps the planets in what? In orbit. Four, what is the difference between a star and a what? A planet. What is the difference between a star and a what? And a planet. Okay. Then for a quick recap of on what we did today on our lesson, we said what? We said the sun is the center of the solar system. The sun is the center of the solar system. And the sun has a what? Has a gravitational what? Pull. It pulls the planets towards it, and those planets orbit around the what, orbit around the sun due to its what, due to its due to its gravitational what, gravitational pull. Okay, the 8 planets orbit the sun due to the what, due to the gravity, as I've said. Then the earth's position allow allows life to exist. The earth's position then allow what, allows life to exist. As I've said, Gurem, earth is the only planet that has the capabilities of supporting what, supporting life. Okay, then we're having what, 8 planets. Then from the sun, which we say this one is Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, then what? Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and what? And Neptune. Okay, and what? And Neptune. So for your homework, draw and label the what? The solar system. Draw and label what? The solar system. Okay, and then go and do your activities. Then we'll meet the next day to do the corrections. Thank you. That was that for today's section.